Guys, welcome back. My name is Dan Clankety, and on today's episode of Greek Mythology, Tartarus, the god of Tartarus, air quotes. Who is he? Where is he? And how do we defeat him? K. Now, Tartarus is once again one of the most powerful primordial deities of Greek mythology. Him, along with his brothers and sisters, Nyx, Erebus, and Gaia, are pretty goddamn powerful. I mean, they are legitimately some of my favorites, just because they could probably easily defeat Zeus. Now, well, first off, let's talk about Tartarus as a place. Tartarus is a place. Now, when we're talking about layers of Greek mythology, I mean, literally mean like layers of location. Because first you have like the heavens, which is, like Aranos, and then later Zeus. Then you have Earth, which is Gaia. Then underneath that is Hades, aka the underworld. Underneath that is Tartarus. Then you have Nyx, Erebus, then Chaos. If you fall, under Tartarus, you are fucked. You are not coming back from that. Now, the Tartarus is basically a prison for the Titans and other monsters. This is also... Monsters can't officially die. They die, but they respawn in Tartarus and are sent back up to the world to wreak havoc again. So no monster can die. Some take longer than others. Some take days. Some may take years or centuries to be reborn. Now, Tartarus is basically the god of himself. From what I've understood, Tartarus is basically like the land is kind of an imprisonment of his own body. So it's like the rivers that flow through the underworld into Tartarus are like his veins, and it's and then where Nyx's territory is kind of like his armpit. It's very weird. It's a hard concept to understand, but once you do, it kind of makes sense. If you want to get more of an idea of that, read the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, specifically book number 4, The House of Hades. I definitely recommend it, for sure. So yeah, that's definitely cool. Now, Tartarus does have kids, as I mentioned in the previous episode with Gaia. He birthed with Gaia his sister, the giants, who were born to take revenge on the Olympians for fucking up the Titans. So there is about, I think, how many giants? 3? There's 12, or I think there's 13. Now, as I found out, there is no giants made to oppose Hera and Demeter. Because the whole point of Gaia, when she birthed the giants, was so that they could oppose a specific Olympian. Like Porphyrion, the king of the giants, made to oppose Zeus. He's immune to lightning. And Polybotus, the bane of Poseidon, he could turn any body of water into poison, and he had snakes for hair and stuff. And then Epheltus and Otis, the banes of Dionysus, were super dramatic and theater-like, and they were made to oppose him so they could have better parties, and it's super weird. Now, one of the only tales I can actually think of the twin giants are they tried to stack mountains. They were stacking mountains on top of each other in order to reach Olympus to kill the gods. But yeah. Now, Tartarus doesn't actually have any tails, really. He's more of because in Tales, you never see him as a physical being. He's more just the location. So yeah, he's definitely feared. How powerful is he? I would say he's pretty goddamn powerful. He is, I think, the most powerful god that I can think of. Because once again, in the Rick Riordan books, he actually makes him into the physical being, and we actually show just a little bit of his power, and it's so it is so fucking he's just beyond powerful. Now, if we gotta look at how powerful Chaos was, and maybe we could compare the two, but we don't know. Now, yeah, Tartarus, as I said, isn't in any tales. He's more as a location. a lot of gods like live there, like a lot of like the bad gods, like I think, and now Tartarus also means the underworld. So it's the underworld, Hades and Tartarus. They're all kind of like the same location. They're just called different, like the same name. I think like Hypnos lives down there. Thanatos, they're twins born from Nyx. Nyx lived down there with all her children. Hades obviously because he lives in the underworld. Persephone, when she comes down. I'm trying to think of like that permanently like live there. Apate, I forgot what she's the goddess of, but yeah, she lives down there. No, but you guys get the idea. There's a lot of them down there. So, Tartarus is also the location for the Doors of Death. You'll learn more about that in the House of Hades book. Yeah, the Doors of Death are kind of like a giant ass like elevator for like monsters to go back up into the real world. So, don't know how realistic that is. I'm pretty sure there's like a poem by like Homer or Theogony in Theogony or something. But yeah. So guys, that will conclude this episode. Next episode, Erebus. Who is he? Where is he? And how can we defeat him? I'll see you guys next time. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.